Hi, my name is Andrew. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to review a fundraising investor database case study, and this is for a USA-based client with a tech AI sector venture. Just a bit of information about me. I'm a fundraising strategist with 15 years of experience in high-end real estate sales and marketing, spanning Canada, Dubai, and the Caribbean. Over the past 2 years in Fiverr, I've assisted over 200 clients with startup fundraising, pitch deck refinement, investor outreach strategies, and custom investor databases. And I currently advise a New York investment firm affiliated with a $60 billion hedge fund, focusing on various sectors including real estate, with capital requirements for projects typically ranging up to $20 million and aiming for robust cash flow and growth. You can check more information about me by clicking my Fiverr link below. My master database has over 400,000 verified global contacts, and that includes angel investors, family investment offices, endowment funds, pension funds, hedge fund databases, private equity, REITs, a premium high net worth and ultra high net worth Middle East investor database, investment consultants lists, venture capital, and investment banks. I also help clients with pitch deck and corporate fundraising presentations. If you're looking to get ready to send your presentation out to investors, I have a service on Fiverr where I can help you with it. Approximately 80% of the pitch decks that I receive are not suitable to be sent out to investors. So this video highlights a comprehensive database of tech, AI, and seed investors I recently created for a USA-based client. What is this client looking for? This client is looking to raise $250,000, and the sector is they are a real estate tech AI group, and it is a very innovative product. They're only looking in the USA, so the database sources I'm using is multiple, and you're going to see that a little bit further up in the presentation. They're really looking for an ideal number of clients of around 500 to contact. So what did the final database include? So on this particular case, I was able to find them 1,480 contacts, which included around 1,140 emails, 450 LinkedIns, and 1,480 websites. And that included some key contacts with titles and email addresses, so I'm going to show you the database in a bit. What type of contacts will benefit from a tech seed AI investors database? So if you're also looking for databases for your startup, well, this particular one is great for SaaS startups, companies offering software as a service solution, seeking funding for scalable software platforms. It could also be used for IaaS and PaaS, and those are innovators in cloud service infrastructure, attracting startups transforming cloud service foundations. You could also look at cloud security solutions, those specializing in ensuring data and application security, appealing to cybersecurity focused startups. Edge computing startups, which focuses on computation closer to data sources, attracting investors in IoT, AI, and edge computing. And cloud migration and management tools, and it assists in efficient cloud migration and resource management, appealing to startups, streamlining cloud adoption processes. But that's not all. Because it is a USA seed database, it does allow you to step outside of tech and AI, but it's an all-encompassing database, and it's one that I'm going to be highlighting a lot in 2024, so it's really important if you are in that space to be able to get in touch with me. So let's take a look at the database. So now we're over on the database side, and I'm just going to run through these and just take a quick review at the end. But this is the first database. So this is an early seed database, and you can see the columns here. You've got the firm, the city. Again, they're all US. This one here has an amount raised and number of investments, so there's some pretty big players on this database. It also includes 4 or 5 of the sectors of interest, and that's how the screening was done to make sure that it included a lot of tech overload. Has the websites, all the verifications have been done, emails as well. Most of these are going to be either info ads, or a lot of them are also online registration. But that shouldn't be a deterrent, because when you click the website, you're almost always going to get a chance to take a look at the team and Most of them are going to have connections for LinkedIn if you prefer to do it that way. It also includes a description of the database. Again, this is the early seed number 1 list that has around 380 contacts. And then we move on to a micro venture capital. Now, I've added this database recently. It is 130 firms that are really specialized in micro venture capital. So that includes obviously anywhere from usually around $75,000 to $250,000. So those are really good targets, and many of them are tech in general. So you don't have to be too worried. I always tell people not to be worried if your particular venture falls outside of the norm. If it's a really good venture, trust me, they'll be interested in it. There are very, very few venture capital groups that are absolute hardcore when it comes to their interest, unless they're very niche or impact investors. Again, they have all the emails have been verified. So now we go to early seed 2. This is just a smaller list. The reason I have different formats is because they're different headings, but I'm going to be doing a lot of work on this database in 2024. Quite a bit of enhancements on this. It'll be the most comprehensive database of USA seed investors that there is. There'll be nothing like it. If you watch my previous videos on my Middle East database, you could take a look at that, because that's how I'm going to model this one here. If you're looking to raise capital in the US and you're in the venture capital side, this is the database for you. So we go to early seed. So this is the third one. This has 80, and again you can see we've got descriptions and some sectors here as well. There's also another database here. It's no warm intro needed. That means that unlike some venture capital firms that they say that they would prefer a introduction, these don't. These are venture capital contacts, and you can see their first name, last name. These are people who have basically reached out and said, hey, we're interested, we're looking at investments. In fact, here's our verticals here. Check size, in many cases you can see here, you can see 25,000, 100,000, so on and so on, 500,000, 300,000. So there's some really good opportunities here for people on the seed stage. Then we will go to angel groups. Angel groups are just groups of angel investors that are usually associated with a firm, generally a venture capital firm that's all angels. If you're looking to reach angel investors, this is about the best way to do it because there are groups of them. For example, it says we are a group of 140 active angel investors, and each year we invest 10 million into 20 plus startups and provide mentorship to help them succeed. So this is a great way for you to hit angel investors without going through the large amount of work that's needed to go through LinkedIn addresses. Most angel investors, if they've identified themselves on the internet as angel investors, and you see people that maybe are trying to sell databases of them, most of them are all LinkedIns. The beauty of this type is you can go in through their investor portals, online registrations, info at, so there's a lot of opportunities for you to reach a large group of angel investors through that list. There's 140 of them. Then, top 500 tech investors. This is a database that I worked on last year, around mid-year, and it was to identify the top tech guys in the USA. Now, remember you saw the database slide that said I have 400,000 contacts. This particular database you're going to end up seeing is around 1,400, so don't let the large number be a distraction. 400,000 isn't important. What's important is to be able to find the smaller databases in that group, and that's something I work on 330 days of the year. You cannot scrape these databases. If you're talking to somebody or communicating with somebody who's trying to sell you a database online and they say, yeah, I can do scraping for you, don't waste your time. When people scrape database off the internet, they're scraping old and new, and they're never at what I would call a very good parameters. So just don't be fooled by people who think that they you can just do web scraping to find your investor databases. They'll give you a list for sure, but you're going to waste an awful lot of time on it. So again, that's the top 500. You can see they've got the number of investments and descriptions. On this one here, you've got websites and LinkedIn's and emails and sector interests as well. So that's another great resource. So a review again. 1,480 total contacts. There's about 1,140 emails, 450 LinkedIn's, and 1,480 websites. So that attributes to each of the contacts. So that's the investor database that I have selected for the USA group with the real estate, tech, AI application. So if you're looking for similar databases, contact me and I can help you out. For more information on my databases and fundraising services, click my Fiverr link below. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe.